October 7th, 1 year later. There's so much running through my mind right now that I could talk about on the anniversary of October 7th. I could talk about how we know that Israel told so many lies that day, like how there were 40 babies or the grapes, all atrocity propaganda, which was then used to initiate the G-side of Gaza, and how the evidence even shows Israel fired on their own civilians that day. Google Hannibal Directive. I can talk to you about how Satan Yahoo wanted the attack to happen in order to justify everything that he and his terrorist state have been doing this past year. I can talk about how Israel unalived a child in Gaza every 30 minutes this past year, and the complete destruction of Gaza. I can talk to you about how they are now doing the same thing to Lebanon as they have done to Gaza and now the West Bank as well. I can talk to you about how this is the United States of Israel, and whether it's Harris or Trump, the American government is evil and will continue to support Israel in this modern-day H-cost. But what I am going to speak to you today about is my experience with the Palestinian people this past year as an American Jew. The day after October 7th, I spoke out on social media. I've always used my platform to speak out on important social political issues, just so you have a little bit of background on me. I saw what was about to happen in Gaza, and in response, tried to educate people on why October 7th happened. I was met with an onslaught of attacks from the Jewish community and told that I was a self-hating fake Jew capo simply for humanizing the Palestinians. People from grade school to current ex-friends accused me of supporting Teaism, all because I didn't agree with the apartheid and racist regime of Israel. I then began going to protest rallies in New York City, where I began to meet and march with Palestinian people and other Arab and Muslim people. This was my first time spending any type of significant time with Muslims. The way in which they immediately accepted me and embraced my presence and appreciated the sacrifices I was making and speaking out as a Jewish person for Palestine honestly helped me get through a lot of the hate and rejection I was getting from friends and even family. I then started making content that would go extremely viral because I feel strongly that as a Jewish American with a large social media platform, it is my responsibility to use it to help the world and not only myself. Fast forward to 2 months ago, and I was going to take a trip out to Egypt to help give aid with an organization to displaced orphans and single mothers from Gaza that are now living here in Cairo. This trip forever changed my soul. We've all seen the horrific videos and heard the stories, but when you are here on the ground and actually looking into the eyes of a young Gazan child and he or she tells you how they watched an IOF soldier unalive their parent in front of their very eyes, or how they watched their whole family get blown up in their home and they're the only one who survived, how the hell am I supposed to go back to living a normal capitalistic American lifestyle, huh?